How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mr. Chad Robinson. I'm here, with the dream team of Solavei, and I'm going to share some key things with some of my team members here that might have some questions regarding how to actually set your settings in your phone, okay? So I'm going to go over some strategic things on how you're going to actually get that done. So I wanted to share this video for anyone out there who wants to know, how do you set your APN? Here I have a phablet, okay? So if you have a AT&T iPhone, it needs to be unlocked. If you have a T-Mobile phone, it's already compatible. If you have a simple mobile phone, it already is compatible. Or if you have a any GSM phone, it will be compatible. Okay. First thing you would do is open the back of the phone. Okay. You would open the back of the phone. Okay, and stick the SIM card, the Solavei SIM card, in the phone. Okay. Once you stick the Solavei SIM card in the phone, okay, you should automatically see, on the front it should say Solavei on your screen, or you should be able to immediately dial out on the phone. That part should automatically work. Okay, you don't have to do any configuring to have incoming and outgoing calls. Now, if you want that phone to actually be able to receive and send out picture mail, you want to be able to get on the internet, okay? This is where the configuration comes in. You have to be able to configure the phone, okay? Configure the phone and change what we call the APN setting. And what you would do is, you would go to the phone. Let me see if I can get you here. Okay, you go to the phone and you want to go to settings. You're going to find the settings on here, okay? Scroll, find your settings. Okay, this is my settings. You see settings? Settings. Okay, that's my settings right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on settings. Okay, from settings you're going to see a menu here. Let me show you a close-up of this menu. Okay, you're going to see some things here. Wireless networks is where you want to be. Now what you want to do is, you probably want to go to more. Go to the more tab. And then from the more tab, you want to go to what we call mobile networks. Let me show you this. You see that? Mobile networks. You want to click there. And you will see what we called access point name. Okay? Access point name. You're going to click on the access point name. Let me do that. Boom. Once you click on the access point name, as you can see here, I have already configured my phone. Okay, whatever phone you have, you're going to see your network up there. See, my phone originally is a T-Mobile phone. So it has a T-Mobile configuration. Okay, a APN. Okay, the APN on this phone originally is T-Mobile. Yours might say T-Mobile, yours might say AT&T, it might say Simple Mobile, or whatever it may be. What you have to do is create another one, like I did, saying Solavei, and have your phone run off the Solavei APN setting. Okay? How do you do that? Down here at the bottom, you're going to click the menu button. When you click the menu button, you see here, okay, it says New APN. Okay, you're going to click on New APN because you're creating a new APN. Okay, now I've already created an APN, so I'm not going to do that. But once you click on New APN, this is what you will see. A list of things that they want you to do. Now you see here, it's a long list. I'm going to show you this entire list so you don't get confused. Well, what you're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is don't get confused by this, okay? You're only going to do a couple things to set up the Solavei APN, okay? If it's an Android, like my phone is an Android, you're going to give it Android settings. If you have an AT&T phone, we got to get those different settings for AT&T, okay? Okay, so as you see under name, let me see here, name. For Android users, for name, you're going to put Solavei. You see that? I know my hand's a little blurry. For APN, you're going to also put Solavei. Okay? For your APN type, you see that? It says default, comma, MMS which is for your picture mail, comma, SUPL, comma, WAP. Okay, that's your APN types. You're going to come down to this next thing here called the MMSC. Okay, MMSC. And you're going to type in this code right here that you see, okay? http://mmscmvno.com/WAPENC. That's for your picture mail and your internet. You have to type that in word for word, all lowercase. And I'm going to put this up for you so you can actually see it as a slide, so you can make sure that you can actually see this, okay? All this other stuff you're going to leave blank. You see here where it says MCC 310 and the MNC, those should already have 310 for your MCC and 260 for your MNC. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? Everything else, you leave it as is. Once you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to come back to the menu button on your phone and hit this. And then it's going to say save. You see that save? You're going to hit save. That means you're actually saving the configuration that you made. Once you save and back out, it's going to look like this, where you have both configurations, your old one and your new one. Now you notice my Solavei one is already selected, okay? Yours will probably not be selected. You're going to have to actually touch it and select it. Once you touch it and select it, okay, what you're going to do is hit your power button, turn your phone off, and turn it back on. Once you turn that phone off, like once you hit your power button, in which this needs to be selected on Solavei when you do that, when you shut the phone off and turn it back on, when you come back into this, when you come back and find this, which is through your settings, you're going to go back through the settings. You're going to go back through mobile networks. You're going to go back through access point name. And when you click on access point name, you should see that the Solavei one is selected. If you don't see the Solavei one selected, that means it keeps going to your default. That means it went back to your T-Mobile, or it went back to your AT&T if it's selected. If it keeps doing that, then your internet is going to have problems working. So you want to try it again. You might have to try it a couple times to make it stick. Okay, so just reselect it again, turn it off again. Try that a couple times to make it stick on the Solavei. If it doesn't stick, if you cannot get it to stick on the Solavei, that means you're going to have to delete both of these APNs completely out of the phone. That way you can re-enter only one APN, which is your Solavei one, so it'll stay on Solavei. And we have an app that does that. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. You go to your home tab. You go to your apps on your phone, your Google Play or whatever that is, okay? Go to your Google Play, okay? And you're going to type in A as in Apple, P as in Paul, N as in Nancy, APN. And just hit search. And when you hit APN and hit search, when it's searching for that at the top right there, you see that APN? It's going to pull up some different APN things, okay? And you see that very first one at the top, APN backup and restore. That's what you're going to use, APN backup and restore. Now what that application will do is when you install it on your phone, it'll allow you to delete the APNs. If you don't have this app on your phone, when you try to delete the APN that comes with your phone, it's going to tell you that you cannot delete it. Okay, so this is how we bypass this system, is by using this application. You click on that APN backup restore, download that on your phone, and now it'll let you delete all the APNs out. That way when you go back to your settings, when you go back to mobile networks, when you go back to access point name, you can create a new APN. You should see no APN there, okay? No APN will be there because you use the app to delete it out. So you would create your own APN for Solavei, which will be the only one there. Boom, you will put in the settings that I told you, Okay, you would select Solavei and power the phone off, power it back on, and you should be good to go. Okay, if for some reason you're having problems with your settings and you can't get the settings to act right, you see this next application below you, Tweaker APN Internet MMC. Download that on your phone. Okay, download that, and then it'll actually tweak and modify your phone to work correctly. So you download that on your phone, and then it's going to ask you choose which carrier you want us to tweak, and you will scroll on that. Okay, let me show you that because I think I have that actually on my computer on my phone right now. So let me show you. Here's the tweaker. You see the tweaker right there? Tweaker. Click on that. Okay, it's going to load up. It's going to let you know. Set your phone up less than 1 minute. Tap the button to begin. And you click right here, begin setup. Hit that. Boom. Now what it's going to do is give you a whole list of different carriers. You see that? Net 10, all these different companies. All you're going to do is scroll down, click Solavei. You see Solavei? Boom. Click Solavei. And it's going to start computing on your phone and fixing it's going to tweak whatever you might have wrong in the configuration of your Solavei and tweak it. Okay, once you do that, boom, and it says it's done. Repower the phone off, turn it back on. Okay, and your phone should function properly. So make phone calls, incoming, out. Try some picture mails to send out. Tell a buddy of yours to send you a picture to make sure you can receive pictures, and you should be good to go. Now you need to make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you qualify the phone first to make sure that the phone is compatible with our service. How do you qualify the phone? Okay, you qualify the phone by going here to the dial pad like you're making a phone call. Okay, like you're making a phone call. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to your dialer and you're going to dial star pound 06 pound. And when you do that, look what happens. IMEI. You see that? You see, this phone is an international phone, so I have 2 IMEI numbers. Your phone will only have 1, okay? But you see the IMEI, a 15-digit number. What you're going to do is go to your website, your personal website. On your website, you will see pre-qualify phone, okay? What you're going to do is type that number into your website on the pre-qualify. It's going to ask for the IMEI. Type that number there, and it'll let you know if that phone is compatible with our service. Okay, so once again, I'm going to give you that code again to dial. Okay, it's going to be star pound 06 pound. When you do that, this flashes on your screen. Take that number, put it in go to your website, click on pre-qualify my phone. Put that number in there and test the phone. Make sure that the phone is compatible. This is the first step actually that you're going to do when someone wants to bring their phone service over and they want to know if their phone is compatible. First thing is test the phone with the IMEI number. Okay? IMEI. Make sure you can see that. I'm going to give you a second to see that. Test the phone. If the phone says it's not compatible, that means they have to get another phone. We have ways of getting them another phone if they want to save on their bill or if they just want to be a part of what we're doing, okay? So if you have any questions, inbox me. You know, you can reach me on my Facebook. Just search Chadwick Robinson. This video will also be on Facebook. This video will also be on my Dream Team YouTube page, okay? So if you're on YouTube and you're out there and you're viewing this, you know, search for me at Chadwick Robinson on Facebook. Send me a request, or you can search for me by email, which is Mr. Chadwick Robinson. You can search for me there on Facebook. Send me a request, inbox me. You know, if you have any questions, or if you're someone out there that's not a part of the Solavei movement, but you're watching this and you want to be a part. You're like, man, how can I be a part of this? This makes so much sense. Definitely inbox me. We'll be, you know, an honor to bring you in, bring you amongst the family, show you what it is that we're doing, but most importantly, why it's working. So, hope this was helpful for you people out there, and we'll see you at the top. Enjoy.